The NFL season is at its halfway point. This season has been anything but predictable so far, thanks to the coronavirus pandemic, a rash of injuries to star players, and the usual upsets and shockers that occur each week. So far, the AFC looks like the heavyweight conference with the 7-1 Chiefs and 7-0 Steelers, but the NFC boasts several contenders, including the momentum-gaining Buccaneers. Heading into Week 9, here's a look at where all 32 teams stand. Adam Gase.538 photo Charlie Riddle.538 playoff odds. Less than 1%. One thing to know, with their 35-9 loss to the Chiefs, the Jets now have more losses by 20 or more points 8 than they do wins 7 under Adam Gase.538 playoff odds. 7%. One thing to know, Mike McCarthy's first year at the helm for the Cowboys has been a complete and total disaster. While the loss of Dak Prescott obviously was a major blow to the team, the problems here go beyond quarterback play. .538 playoff odds, less than 1%. One thing to know, Gardner Minshew has a fractured hand, and rookie quarterback Jake Luton is taking over the offense. The Jaguars might be racing to that no. 1 pick. .538 playoff odds, 3%. One thing to know, 5 of the Giants' 7 losses have come by 1 score or less, so better days may be on the horizon for New York. But for now, they're 1-7 and sitting at the bottom of the worst division in football. .538 playoff odds, 1%. One thing to know, the Falcons are 2-1 since firing Dan Quinn, and their Week 8 win over the Panthers was the first time this season they held an opponent under 20 points. One thing to know, the Texans are 1-6 and have already let go of head coach and general manager Bill O'Brien. But with the team already overpaying at so many positions, things may worsen before they get better in Houston. .538 playoff odds, 13%. One thing to know, Dalvin Cook was the Week 8 MVP with 226 yards from scrimmage and 4 touchdowns. Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer told reporters it's time to ride their $63 million running back. .538 playoff odds, 16%. One thing to know, the Broncos shook off an 0-3 start to the season and have now won 3 of their past 4 games, including a dramatic late win over the Chargers on Sunday. Joe Burrow. AP photo Emilee Chinn538 playoff odds, 2%. One thing to know, the Bengals' Week 8 upset of the Titans was the first time all season that Joe Burrow wasn't sacked. The Bengals rank 30th in Football Outsiders pass protection stat. .538 playoff odds, 20%. One thing to know, Washington has moved Dwayne Haskins to 3rd in the depth chart behind Kyle Allen and Alex Smith, but head coach Ron Rivera says he's not done with the team. One thing to know, it hasn't translated to wins just yet, but Justin Herbert has thrown 13 touchdowns to 3 interceptions over his last 4 starts, with an average passer rating of 115. The Chargers appear to have their franchise quarterback.